Hi everyone and welcome or welcome back to my channel. How are you guys? I hope you're all doing very well. I'm very excited today because I want to show you another Middle Eastern hidden gem that I have just found. I've been testing it out for the past few weeks and I want to let you know about it. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Okay guys, so the fragrance, you already know it by the title, but today I want to talk a little bit about Eternia Woman by Armaf. I have quite a few Armaf fragrances in my collection. Um, Scent-wise, they're amazing. Packaging-wise, they're horrible. And this one is no exception, unfortunately. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the design of it. Guys, I find it honestly ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. Like ridiculous, okay? Here is the fragrance. The fragrance itself, like the bottle, it's great. But let me show you something. Take a look at how you're supposed to spray this fragrance, okay? Like, why? Who thinks a woman wants a fragrance designed or packaged as a cigar lighter? Or like, and you're supposed to, it's very uncomfortable to spray, honestly, especially because they have like very small hands. It's kind of hard for me to grab the fragrance and to like spray it. But like these are just like the little details, but I have to mention, I have to let you know about them, okay? Now, another thing about this fragrance and about Armaf fragrances in general, guys, usually the packaging is very cheap. It's made of a somehow sort of a plastic that breaks easily. When this fragrance arrived and I took it out of the box, it came already broken. Okay, so let me show you if I can. Like, hopefully, I really hope I cannot show it to you, but I will insert some pictures here to let you know how my bottle arrived. But luckily, the nozzle was not broken, so I can use it, because otherwise I would have had to send it back. I feel like I've started with everything that's worst about the fragrance, so then we can move on to what's actually amazing about the scent. But until we get there, I have to tell you something else. I don't know. Can you like hear how cheap it sounds? Like, oh my gosh, like, oh, it really bugs me, because if they would put a little bit more effort into how they present their fragrances, I'm sure that their brand like would sell way more fragrances and their fragrances would be way more appreciated and way more talked about. But another issue that you might find with this fragrance, I don't know if it's just me or if you could find it as well. I feel like I got the worst bottle just so that I can show you like what's the worst it can come. Now guys, the last thing that really bugs me is the sprayer. Now I really hope you could see this. Like, if you look at the sprayer, you will see that the sprayer, it's not like straight, it's a little bit tilted like this. Also, like, you could really move this one here a lot when you spray like 3 to 4 to 5 sprays. Like, how to explain, like, the little hole the fragrance comes out, like fragrance is supposed to come out like this, okay? The part here at the top will get here, so it's not leaking. It's just that the bottle is so stupidly designed that this part will catch a bit of the fragrance you're spraying. So when you spray like 10 sprays, for instance, you will have like tiny droplets here of fragrance, and you would think that the fragrance is leaking. It's not. It's just that this bottle was so stupidly designed, honestly. But guys, now scent-wise, wow, I love it. Scent-wise, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. If you've watched my videos so far, you know that mostly I talk about like two types of fragrances. I talk about heavy oriental fragrances and I talk about very sweet feminine fragrances, because I feel like these two are like my types of fragrances, like these two are like my personalities. Sometimes I go for heavy orientals, other times I want to feel very feminine and very soft and I go for very sweet fragrances. So when I want to feel very feminine and very soft, I go for this one. Scent-wise, it is absolutely stunning. Let me actually spray this one on my hand. This one is supposed to dupe or to clone Hypnotic Poison by Dior. I've tried that one, I've smelled it, I really like it. It's not an exact clone, but it has a similar vibe, in my opinion. It has that similar vibe. It's very warm, it's very almondy, vanilla dominant, and it's also somehow very nutty. It's great. Oh, I love this scent. This one makes me think of a gourmand, honestly. Like when I smell this one, it makes me think of a gourmand. When you first apply it, it is a little bit sharp because it has some citruses in the opening, but it's not like just citrusy to the point where like this is citrusy. It has some citrusy mixed with like the other notes, you know, so it is the tiniest bit sharp in the beginning. But then when it dries down to your skin, it's this very sweet, feminine, sensual, seductive fragrance. Honestly, I love it. Okay, so guys, I have my laptop here because I wanted to look a little bit on the notes. In the opening, this one has bitter orange, orange blossom and lemon. In the middle, it has almonds, geranium and rose. And in the base, it has vanilla, tonka and sandalwood. Moving on to what I can actually get from this one. I can get the gourmand aspect of it. And in the beginning, I can get the sharper citrusy vibe, but again, mixed with the gourmand. So, the first thing you would pick up when you smell this one, you will pick up orange blossom, you would pick up vanilla, almonds, and tonka bean. This is the fragrance, okay? It's very creamy, it's very warm, it's very sweet. It leans a little bit in the gourmand category of fragrances, which I love. It smells intoxicating. Oh my god, like I really like this fragrance. For me, this one was a blind buy again, like most of my fragrances during these times, but it was a very successful blind buy. I really like this one. Like if you like feminine scents that are very sweet, that are very warm, inviting, that are very sensual, then you should try this one, especially for the price. Guys, I remember the first time I was actually testing this one outside, and I don't know, like I've sprayed around like 10 sprays or maybe 12. Yes, I think 12, around 10 or 12, okay? And I got the most gorgeous scent bubble around me, and whenever I moved and whenever like the wind was blowing through my hair, I could actually get the smell of the fragrance, and it was gorgeous. Performance wise, I feel like Armaf fragrances in general have like an okay performance, but that's it. Even with their okay-ish performance, they still perform better than a lot of my designer fragrances. I get from this one like 6 to 7 hours. Maybe sometimes I get more, sometimes those hours when I can smell the fragrance, it has the most gorgeous projection and it leaves a beautiful sensual behind. If you spray it on your clothes, it will last an entire day. You'd still be able to pick it up the next day on your clothes. On my skin, like I've mentioned plenty of times before, fragrances do not last on my skin. So you might get even more than me, but this is just like my experience with the fragrance, you know. But overall, for the price that it has, for the scent that it has, I feel like this one is a true hidden gem. If you're into sweet, sweet feminine fragrances, you should try it. So guys, those were my thoughts about the fragrance. If you already have it in your collection, please let me know your experience with the fragrance, how well it works for you. If you have any questions, please leave them down below and I will get back to you, I promise that. But guys, I want to thank you so much for watching and I want to wish you an amazing day wherever you are. Bye.